Do Good Mavericko here. Welcome to another episode of the Do Good Mavericko podcast. I wanted to talk about a hidden gem when it comes to online business models. A hidden gem of online business models. You know, when it comes to building a business, a lot of people tend to, especially in these days of hustle culture and a lot of online marketers and stuff like that, a lot of people tend to portray it as IDs. You shouldn't focus on IDs. That's just stupid. All you need to do is just hustle, just work hard, take action, take massive action, and just hustle, and you will be successful. That's all that matters. Wrong. It's not. It's kind of silly. Of course, you can have brilliant ideas and nothing happens because you need to take action, you need execution, you need to make things happen. Of course, absolutely. But at the same time, choosing the right business model and the right business idea is tremendously important. In the famous book about investing, one of Warren Buffett's favorite books on investing, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, there was a quote that said, investment is most intelligent when it is most business-like. And I think it's oftentimes the same way, the other way around as well, vice versa, that business is most intelligent when it is most investment-like. So thinking as an investor when it comes to building a business, I think that can be really valuable. Using some of the principles, strategies, mindsets, mental models when it comes to making decisions, choosing opportunities, choosing business models, businesses, ideas, stuff like that. There's some fascinating quotes from Warren Buffett. Of course, Warren Buffett, the man they call the world's best investor. A lot of his quotes is about investing, so we shouldn't take them just wildly out of context. But at the same time, I think a lot of them applies. To online business as well. So yeah, the business boat you get into is more important than how effectively you row. Warren Buffett. It's not about how hard you row, it's about what boat you are in. Warren Buffett. Should you find yourself in a chronically leaking boat, energy devoted to changing vessels is likely to be a more productive than energy devoted to patching leaks. Warren Buffett. Let me get that last one over again. Sorry about that. Should you find yourself in a chronically leaking boat, energy devoted to changing vessels is likely to be a more productive than energy devoted to patching leaks. Warren Buffett. Interesting. So yeah. Business model is important. And the thing is, you should choose business model before you launch, before you start, because it's kind of late to change it once you have already launched something else. So yeah. What should you look for in a business model? Of course, it varies, but if you want to have a semi-passive income or something that can generate semi-passive income, there's a lot of people talking about freedom from the rat race. But what often ends up happening is that people, instead of building their own business, they kind of become their own business. So they kind of they find themselves ending up as a self-employed person instead. So they kind of create their own new rat race. So they escape the 9 to 5 and they enter 9 to 12, stuff like that. And again, I'm not promoting idleness. Laziness is bad. Hard work is good. That being said, there is also a place for freedom and balance, semi-passive income, especially for different periods and circumstances in life. So yeah. And if that factor of semi-passive income, if you want to have that for at least periods, then choosing the right business models is even more important. One of the reasons, or several of the reasons why I think paid communities is a hidden gem when it comes to online business models is because it provides, if you do it the right way, it provides massive value for the members. You are, what's the word that I'm looking for? You're serving people. You're serving the customer, providing massive value. So you're selling something that is extremely valuable. And also, it's a growing trend. Paid communities is really trending these days. Like investors say, the trend is your friend. When it comes to generating wealth, making a lot of money, there's a lot of factors that goes into it, but one of them is catching new trends early. And paid communities is a new trend. It has existed for several years, but it's still a new trend. So there's literally thousands of categories out there where an online paid community doesn't even exist. So it's a growing and trending niche as well. And since it's also growing and so new, there's also less competition for many of these niches as well. It can provide great freedom. It's easy to manage. It requires little capital to start. You can literally start a paid community for free. All of these, and also, this is not an extensive list, but also one of the other main big factors is that you don't need to be an expert to build a paid community. You don't need to have expertise in the industry or niche that you're building it in. Because if you choose the right niche and category to build a paid community in, for example, let's say you decide to build a paid community for real estate investors or wedding photographers, wedding planners, or veterinarians, lawyers, whatever it is. If you choose the right niche, you don't even have to be an expert at that niche, because if you choose it the right way, what the members actually want is the connection with the other members and access to the other members, the masterminding, deals, collaborations, problem solving, stuff like that. So yeah, I really think paid communities is a gem when it comes to online business models. paid communities, it's so much more than just a fancy course. It's a lot more that goes into it. A hidden gem. No, is it really hidden? Everyone knows about paid communities. No, they don't. A lot of online marketers know about paid communities. So the thing is, even if you see paid communities every day, oh yeah, Alex Hormozi is talking about it. A lot of my online marketing friends is talking about it. Yeah, but most people in the world are not online marketers. So even if you are seeing it a lot, maybe you're even tired of it. That doesn't mean the rest of the world is. There are thousands, probably millions of people out there that wants to join a paid community. There are people that have problems they are trying to find solutions to. Where joining a paid community could help them solve those problems. You know, a thing that comes to mind, some some archaeologists, some archaeology, what's it called? Archaeological excavations, I guess it's called, digging up old stuff. In China, they found that about 1,000 years ago, they had invented Chrome. But here's the kicker: when did America invent Chrome? They invented it all over again around the 1950s. It had existed for almost 1,000 years before that, but they invented it all over again. Isn't that crazy? Why didn't just the Chinese tell the Americans, hey, here's how you make Chrome? Who knows? Maybe they even forgot it themselves because they found this in archaeological excavations. So who knows? Maybe some Chinese guy invented Chrome and something happened and it kind of disappeared again. So America invented it over again almost 1,000 years later. What's my point with this? My point is there exists a lot of solutions to problems, inventions, creative solutions, ways to solve problems, techniques, methods, strategies, tactics. A lot of things exist that people are doing that thousands, maybe even millions of people are seeking. And people, the big argument these days, yeah, but you can just Google it. You cannot just Google it. Of course, for a lot of things you can Google it, but people tend to think about Google as this kind of supercomputer, super lexicon that knows absolutely every single thing about everything on the internet. So if you want to know something and it exists on the internet, all you have to do is type it into Google, click, and it will appear on your screen. No, no, no. The thing is, Google is a search engine. What appears on a search engine? Search engine optimized content, SEO, search engine optimization. So the thing is, Googling things is not an easy task at all. If you really want to have specific results to more complex things, Googling things, you can Google things for weeks without finding it. Yet it exists. The solution exists for people. Let's say maybe there are mechanics for agricultural machines. Let's take this as an example. maybe there are mechanics, small mechanics companies that are working to fix equipment for farmers, agricultural equipment like tractors and that kind of equipment for farmers. But they have a challenge. Too much of their days is being spent on paperwork. Yeah, but they can just Google it. Yeah, but I can Google it, how to spend less time on paperwork as an agricultural mechanic. What is a farm? Google results like, what is a farm? What is a farm? How to get more crops in your farm. Was that what you searched for? You know, Google spits out wildly random things that has nothing to do with what you even searched for. But if you could connect with other successful agricultural mechanics, if there was a paid community for them, don't you think if you joined a paid community with like 500 or 5,000 other agricultural mechanics, don't you think of owners of other small agricultural mechanic companies, don't you think there would be several of them that had figured out how to not spend so much time on paperwork? You probably would. My point is, oftentimes the solution to problems is people. People know about things. There are people and solutions to things out there that exist, but you just don't have access to it. And you can't just Google your way to it because it doesn't show up, even if it exists. That's just one example, of course. What about AI? You can use AI as well, but one of the things that excites me the most about AI, artificial intelligence, is when it will be available with an AI tool that really can do advanced and sophisticated searches on the internet. They can't do that now. Oh yeah, ChatGPT have access to the internet and Perplexity.ai. Yeah, but they can't do advanced searches. They barely, these AI tools are too lazy to even do many of these online searches. And if they do, they're not really thorough. So yeah, imagine all the people out there that are looking for solutions to things where a paid community could be the solution. And of course, finding the solution to specific problems, that's just one of many reasons to join a paid community for people. So yeah, a hidden gem of online business models. Yeah, paid communities. I definitely think it's one of them. And if you want to learn from, not just theory, but you want to learn from real life success stories of people that are running paid communities that is making at least $10,000 in profit per month, you should check out communitycashcows.com. I'm in the process of interviewing 30 people for my book course and community. So far, at the time of this recording, I've just interviewed a few of them, but it's mind-boggling. This is really exciting stuff. So if you are looking for a way to escape the matrix of the 9-to-5 rat race and you want freedom and you are fascinated by semi-passive income, you want to build your own cash cow, check out communitycashcows.com.